This is Share the Vision, presented by the Resource Center, a discussion of the programs and services of the Resource Center and about issues related to individuals with disabilities. This past Wednesday, the Resource Center held its Direct Support Professional Recognition Week celebration. You'll hear excerpts of that program today on Share the Vision. Regular listeners will recognize the voice of the Master of Ceremonies for that event.
My name is Steve Watterson. I'm the Community Relations Director here at the Resource Center, for those of you who don't know me. We're here for the annual Everyday Hero celebration, and before we get into recognizing this year's honorees, we do have some special guests who would like to make some announcements, and we're going to start off with Denise Jones, our Executive Director.
Good afternoon, everyone. While I have a piece of paper in front of me, it's just a prop. I'm hoping to just speak from my heart, which is full. In the past 6 months, I've really been making a point to increase visibility throughout the organization and really get to know the people we serve and the people that support the people that we serve. And I have been astounded at the level of care, support, and dedication that our staff provide to the special people that we serve. You do a tremendous job day in and day out. You get a lot of tugs and pulls in terms of priorities. You have to dot your I's and cross your T's in terms of following regulation and making sure you're documenting everything you do. But that does not compromise the care that you're giving to the people that we support, and that's very much noticed and appreciated. To the people that are receiving awards today, congratulations to you. You've stood out from the rest. You've been nominated, and you've been noticed for the great job that you do. You represent your peers in the same positions, and I'm sure there were many, many, many others who are very deserving of this award, but you shine, and we do appreciate all that you do. So thank you very much, and we'll get on with the agenda.
Thanks, Denise. At this time, we'd like to have Andy Goodell, our state assemblyman, come up. Andy?
Let me quickly say the comments of these speakers have been edited because of the limitations of time. Andy Goodell spoke to the issue of everyday heroes.
Everyday heroes are the most important kind of heroes. I mean, think about it. How often do we have a special event to honor a hero who happened to be at the right place or the wrong place at a particular time and did something that was brave? And maybe some of you have imagined, what would I do if I came across a car accident, for example, and I was the first car there? Would I act in a brave manner? Would I be recognized as a hero? And I celebrate those heroes just like you do. But in my mind, what's more difficult is being a hero every day. That is an entirely different level, isn't it?
Assemblyman Andy Goodell. Next, Jacqueline Sherratt Phelps, speaking on behalf of Congressman Tom Reed.
As many of you know, we go to a lot of events. But one of my favorite places to be is the Resource Center. You guys are truly a family. And I've adopted myself as part of that family, so I hope that that's okay with all of you. The mission statement here, helping people to achieve maximum independence, contribute to their community, experience lifelong growth, and enjoy the quality of life, is a mission statement that every single person should try to help everybody else achieve.
Jacqueline Sherratt Phelps. Next, Lisa Vanstrom, speaking on behalf of New York State Senator Kathy Young, reading a part of a proclamation that the senator issued.
The direct support professionals of the Resource Center build close, trusted relationships with individuals they serve, providing those with disabilities and personalized care that meets their unique needs on a daily basis. And whereas the services provided by direct support professionals are essential to keeping individuals with disabilities connected to their family, friends, and community. Whereas in solemn observance of this week of recognition, direct service providers who play a pivotal role in health and well-being of those in our county, state, and nation who serve the developmentally disabled community now, therefore, by way of this proclamation, signed Senator Catherine M. Young.
Next, you'll hear the voice of Joanne Bevan, Director of Residential and Day Services at the Resource Center.
From my heart, I'd like to thank all the DSPs for what they do on a daily basis. I think this year has been more challenging than a lot of the years in the past. We've had high number of turnover. We've had a lot of vacancy. We have staff that have worked many, many hours. Not only that, we've had a change in some of the houses and some of the day programs with the individuals that we serve. That they're a little bit more challenging than we've had in the past, and I think the staff have really taken ownership for that, and they are really working hard to support those individuals and help them grow and be able to achieve our mission.
Joanne Bevan. And now you'll hear from Terry Johnson, Director of Employment and Community Services at the Resource Center.
I can't thank our DSPs enough, and our DSPs are more than the individuals whose title is a DSP. We have job coaches and pre-voc skills instructors and SLSs and SDAs that all fall into that category of direct support professionals. So as people are getting honored today and getting noticed, you'll see there's some different titles with their jobs, and it's the functions that they do every day. And when, I think about some of the things that Joanne was talking about of what's happened over this past year and the scrutiny that comes upon agencies like us all of the time and the pressures that we get to maintain our regulatory stuff, and that all falls down to our direct support professionals.
Terry Johnson. And now remarks from one final speaker, Debbie Brown, Director of Service Coordination and Planning and Family and Community Engagement at the Resource Center.
Thank you, and congratulations to all the everyday heroes and honorable mentions. Thanks to all the direct support professionals, as Terry said, by many titles, whatever your job title, for all that you do every day. I hope you know that you do make a difference every day and how every interaction you have impacts on the people you support. And I hope you know how much you are appreciated. We don't say it enough, so thank you. I do have a story to share. It demonstrates how everyone can make a difference to someone. There was a man walking on a beach, and he saw many starfish on the sand. The starfish were dying because the tide was going out, and the starfish could not reach the water. A small child was running up and down the beach, busily picking up the starfish and throwing them back into the sea. The man asked, "Child, why are you bothering? There's so many starfish here, you cannot hope to save them all. You can't make a difference." The child stopped, picked up another starfish, threw it into the sea, and said, "Made a difference to that one." So, as you can see, you do make a difference. One person at a time, or for many at once, remember, you do make a difference.
Thanks, Debbie. Okay, we're going to get rolling now with the actual awarding of the awards. Our first everyday hero that we're going to recognize this year is Danielle Chase. This is the second time Danielle has been chosen as an everyday hero. Danielle is always a joy to see. The individuals make a special trip to her day program room each morning to see her and to say hi. She makes it a good start to the day for them because she's always willing to help anyone who needs it and do funny things to put a smile on everyone's faces. She's always looking for new and creative ideas for activities for the individuals. Thanks, Danielle, for always being a pleasure to all of the people who the Resource Center supports.
I spoke briefly with each of the honorees following the program, and you'll hear those interviews interspersed during the presentation through the rest of Share the Vision today.
So, Danielle, we've done this before, I think.
Yes, we have.
Well, congratulations on being named an Everyday Hero for a second time.
Thank you.
How has your work changed, developed? What's new, I guess?
I am currently an activity leader, which beforehand I was a DSP in Joshua Johnson's room, who is an Everyday Hero as well. So I have more responsibilities in the day program.
How do you feel about being named an Everyday Hero for an unusual second time?
I feel amazing. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next up is Patty Clark. Too bad nobody knows Patty. She was nominated by her supervisor due to all of the compassion that she shows to the adolescents she supports. Patty enjoys working with these young boys and is not only compassionate towards them, but she demonstrates empathy as well. She has a good head on her shoulders and gives her young charges positive advice and direction. Thank you, Patty, for your positive support and for being a role model for these young gentlemen.
Patty, congratulations on being named as an Everyday Hero. How do you feel about this?
I feel great.
What's the nature of your work day to day? What do you really enjoy about it?
I love working with adolescents. That's what I do. I work with the kids.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, our next honoree is Brittany Daly. Brittany was nominated by 2 employees based on her work with several individuals through her role as a self-directed services assistant. She does an amazing job with these individuals. She has helped one lady make vases, go to the farmer's market, and get to appointments. One of the people who nominated Brittany had seen a TRC service recipient walking in the community and stopped to talk to him. During the course of their conversation, this man mentioned that Brittany was going to take him to the fair that evening with her family, and he was very excited. This is Brittany. She goes above and beyond with a huge smile on her face.
Brittany, tell me a little bit about your work and how it feels to be named an Everyday Hero.
I'm just really grateful to be recognized. It feels great.
What do you do day to day? Who do you work with?
I work with a woman that lives at White Hill, and I also work with an individual that lives independently that previously was in a group home. I do what they call self-direct assistance, and I'm also a job coach, so I'm all over the place.
They obviously respect your work a great deal, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next everyday hero is Diana Fodero. Diana started working at TRC in October 2012. She was nominated as an everyday hero by her supervisor because of the way Diana relates to the individuals she works with and treats them as peers. One night she had a lot of problems with one of our wheelchair vans, and whereas some people may have gotten frustrated, Diana took it in stride. She's always up for a challenge and has the ability to build amazing relationships with the individuals she partners with. Thank you, Diana, for making such a positive impact on the individuals you support.
Diana, how do you feel about being named an Everyday Hero?
I'm very humbled.
What's the nature of your work, how this came about for you?
I work for Individualized Services, and we have several programs, and I take care of people on an individual basis. I support them, get them out in the community, take care of them in their homes, actually support them in their homes, and support their families. And if I can add anything, the real everyday heroes are the people that we support. And I think I speak for everybody. They teach us how to be brave.
Thank you very much. Very nicely put.
Our next honoree is Julie Haight. Julie was nominated as an everyday hero by a coworker. She has been working at one of TRC's homes since September of 2012. She's developed a meaningful relationship with each individual who lives there. Her care and compassion for the residents is evident as they all look forward to seeing her each day. Julie is very busy outside of work, going to school full-time to become a registered nurse while being a wonderful mother to her son, Eric. She comes to work with high spirits and full of energy, happy to help the individuals she supports. Julie performs at her best every day, and we are proud to say that she is part of our team. Just before we got started, Mary Jo got word that Julie couldn't join us today, but Tasha McFall is here to accept on her behalf. So, Tasha.
I have caught up with Julie Haight at the Pardee IRA that the Resource Center has in Jamestown just to say congratulations to you on winning this DSP recognition. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Were you surprised?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the nature of your work? What is it that engages you so about what you do with the consumers here at the Resource Center?
I just be myself and hang out. It's kind of like family. It is a family to me. I love my job.
And this becomes very helpful to the consumers. They relate to you in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, best of luck to you as you continue to grow in your work here, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Next up is Josh Johnson. Josh was nominated as an everyday hero by a coworker. He is described as a hard worker who always goes above and beyond. He treats the individuals in his program as though they were family, and he always puts their interests first. He is a true team player. All of the individuals look forward to seeing him and giving him a high five. Thanks for all of your fabulous work, Josh.
Joshua Johnson, how do you feel about being selected as an everyday hero?
I'm really surprised just because I did not see this coming this year, but I'm glad. I'm very happy with it.
What is the nature of your work day to day? What are the rewards that it brings to you?
I work with day services down on Jones and Gifford, and with the Discovery program in particular. And I got to tell you, the people that I work with to support and serve, they make my day for me. They set the tone of the day, and I would say 9 times out of 10, it's really great.
Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations again.
Next up is Beth Ray. Look at her sitting right up front here. Beth is a vocational skills instructor and also is our advocacy coordinator in northern Chautauqua County. Roughly 5 years ago, Beth took on the role of advocacy coordinator for individuals employed in our Dunkirk Work Center, and the small group has grown. She has mentored these individuals to become strong advocates for the issues that are near and dear to them, and she has helped several people grow and gain their own voice on their way to becoming effective self-advocates. Thanks, Beth.
Beth, congratulations. You've been named an everyday hero. How does it feel?
It feels great. I'm honored to know that the people that I work with feel that way about me.
Did you know this was coming? Are you surprised?
I didn't know it was coming till I got a letter in the mail saying that they had chosen me to be one of their everyday heroes.
What are the rewards of the work that you do? Tell me a little bit about your work and how it feels to you.
Well, I work as a vocational instructor in a sheltered workshop, although we don't like to call them sheltered workshops because we don't believe they are. I also work as an advocacy coordinator. So I just assist people with their everyday needs on their jobs so they can earn that paycheck that they love. And as an advocacy coordinator, I work with them on just fighting for their rights and standing up for what they believe in and teaching them to do their thing.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Thanks.
And the last of our 2015 Everyday Heroes is Mike Tingu. Mike was nominated as an everyday hero by 2 gentlemen he supports in their home. Mike watches sports with the gentlemen and will make time to take one of them to Tim Hortons so he could go on a date. He helps the men with their meals and when they want to call family members. According to one of these men, Mike is the champ.
Mike Tingu works the overnight shift at the Orchard Road IRA that the Resource Center has and was unable to be present for the DSP celebration. The following people received honorable mention as everyday heroes. Let me name them. Mary Jane Baker, Sandy Biggers, Allison Chittister, Lisa Covey, Jennifer Davis, Diana Johnson, Robin Kessler, Jessica Laspada, Stephanie Lopez Osman, Jessica Bartonelli, Jean Slade, Danielle Sweezy, Doug Talby, and Sandy Young.
So another round of applause for everybody who got honored today. And thank you for everyone who took the time to submit a nomination or to support some of our individuals in submitting a nomination, because it's an honor just to be recognized and nominated, and thank you so much. I know it takes time, but really appreciate everybody who's done this. Next up on our agenda, I would like to introduce Michelle Alba, the Assistant Director of Staff Development, for the recognition of our newly certified DSPs through the National Alliance for Direct Support Professionals.
Congratulations and thank you to all our DSPs. I'm really excited to be able to recognize 3 ladies who have gone a little bit above in regards to their development in their profession of direct support professionals. As Steve mentioned, they have achieved a certification through the National Alliance for Direct Support Professionals, which is a credentialing program whose primary purpose is to provide national recognition for the contributions and competence of DSPs. So people that have this certification have to go through scrutiny. They have to submit professional letters of intent. They have to have a resume. They have to have support from a person that they support or a family member of someone that they support. They have to demonstrate through work, through a portfolio work sample piece, to people that they've never met. Could be someone in Alaska reviewing their portfolio piece, that they in fact understand, uphold the code of ethics that we have in our profession, and understand the competencies and are able to carry those out and be reflective of that. TRC has been a strong supporter of staff in this endeavor, and we have 4 people previous to our newly certified staff who achieved this, and so we're really excited to have 3 more join. The Resource Center has a skills mentor. Don Trainer spends a lot of time with people that are trying to achieve this certification. There are 2 types of certification that are available right now that we're going to talk about. One is DSP-C Initial, and to do that you have to be a DSP registered. You have to have proof of completion of 100 related instruction hours, and that is not just the training that you come down to staff training for. That is getting online, doing online classes, doing reflective pieces through that, on-the-job training. You have to have 1 year of continuous and current work in the profession of direct support, your resume, a professional letter of commitment, support letters, and then you also have to have, for a DSPC1, 4 work samples that you can choose from the 15 competency areas that the NADSP has. We have 2 staff that have achieved that, and the first is Kathy Cornelius. Kathy's worked for TRC since 2005, starting off at the Foote Avenue ICF, and currently works at the Hunt IRA. Kathy's also a member of our Special Incident Review Committee. And just wanted to read a little bit from the portfolio reviewers of her work sample. The work highlighted in this portfolio makes it clear that Ms. Cornelius is having a powerful, positive impact on the individual she is supporting. The tools she learned and applied through the coursework have clearly positively affected her participants. The NADSP competencies and skills were clear, and the reflective statements helped to bring them to life. Ms. Cornelius shows in both her work samples and reflective statements that she is a very competent, person-centered DSP who cares greatly about her work and the outcomes for those she supports. Ms. Cornelius also submitted letters from those she supports which were very endearing with regard to the relationships she has developed and the positive skills she displays, such as active listening. Congratulations, Kathy.
Kathy, congratulations on the level of achievement that you have reached here in terms of your certification as a DSP. How do you feel about this now that you've done all the work?
I feel great. I have a better understanding. It brings everything together.
So this extra certification that you have worked for has really enhanced your life and your work. Yeah. How long did it take you to accomplish this?
A couple of years.
Really?
As far as the work. As far as paperwork, portfolios.
So there is a lot to this.
Yeah, there is.
Well, congratulations, and thank you for putting in the effort.
Okay, thank you.
The second staff person who has achieved DSP-C1 or initial is Katrina Gibson. Katrina has worked for TRC since 1998 at the Hunt IRA, where she's currently employed. Ms. Gibson's work sample demonstrates strong value of and commitment toward the rights and dignity of those individuals whom she supports. Dedicating time and focus on education about rights with individuals is a critical first step. The audio samples. Katrina did our very first audio submission, which was a new challenge for us, but very moving. The audio sample demonstrates patience and effort in the communication of the information. The written sample demonstrates Ms. Gibson's proficiency in providing information about rights and assisting the participant to use such information to make decisions and to advocate for himself. Ms. Gibson also demonstrated the provision of assistance to the individual in making informed choices by explaining the credentialing process to him and seeking his consent for participation. Congratulations, Katrina.
Katrina Gibson, congratulations on what you have received in terms of your certification as a DSP. Was it hard work?
Yes, it was. It's
Really?
it was kind of hard and time consuming.
Why did you do it?
Because I wanted to prove to everybody that it can be done.
And you thought it was valuable to invest this, even though it was difficult?
Yes, I did. It was very valuable, and I learned a lot.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
We have one other individual who achieved a different type of certification. They are DSP Certified Advanced, or Level 2. And to achieve that, you have to do all the same things as a DSP 1, but a little more. You have to do 8 work samples, not just 4. So you double the amount of work samples to achieve this certification. And Jessica Ricker. Jessica started as an SLS in 2010 with Individualized Services, correct? And what the portfolio reviewer said about Jessica is, in each of her work samples, Ms. Ricker demonstrates the highest regard for the feelings, desires, esteem, and uniqueness of each of the individuals that she supports. Her work with each of them is clearly person-centered and individualized. Ms. Ricker utilizes her role as a facilitator to introduce new and exciting opportunities to each of the individuals based on their preferences while promoting successful goal achievement. Ms. Ricker appears to interact in a warm, caring, respectful, and empathetic manner while maintaining professional and ethical boundaries. She demonstrates excellent advocacy and planning skills, working closely with the support team to enhance each individual's personal experiences and assist each of them to grow and develop. Congratulations, Jessica.
Jessica Ricker, you achieved the Level 2 certification?
Yes, I did.
So this is double the amount of Level 1.
Yes, it is.
Why did you aspire to such a high goal?
A lot of it is I'm out in the community every day, and I see just what these people can accomplish, and I want everybody to know what a great thing it is out here that we do, and just be able to acknowledge these people that we work with.
Has the work and the added level of achievement changed your approach to the things you do day to day?
Going through this process has changed it because you learn so much going through it, and you just look back at, am I really giving them all the best? Am I really putting them first? And so it does change your, and just makes you a better person.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Please join us in celebrating with our everyday heroes and our NADSP certified staff by having some cake and iced tea. Thank you all.
From the annual Direct Support Professionals Recognition Week celebration, thank you for sharing the vision today.